My Biafra people, how on a day? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa, Simon and Joku, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because I know in your hands Biafra is coming. In your hands Biafra is safe. And in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans and those listening to the sound of my voice today, I want to speak to you about the perspective of Ayisha Yesufu, where she said all the bigotry between the tribes, the Yoruba versus the Igbo and the Edo, the quagmire going on across that zone called Nigeria. She is saying it has to do with politics. But today, even though to an extent she's right, I will also chip in and try to give my sister the other perspective, the other side of the coin, the bigger picture, the lost picture, the hidden agenda of the zoo government. Because it's not just about election, with all due respect. Because the forthcoming election in that zoo takes place in Edo, a remote area. What is to come is they know that from the 2nd of December, something special is about to happen to the people of Biafra. So what they want to do is the tactics that they used, that the Germans used in Germany against our distant relatives, known as Israel. When they found themselves in Germany, they used the tactics that led to the Holocaust of the Germans, or the Israelis. The Israelis, they were based in Germans. You can call them the Jews if you like. What they did was they made sure, God have mercy, they made sure that the media of Germany, the people of Germany, the Irish and the rest of them, those living around Germany, they were able to sow a seed of discord. They planted the seed of hatred on the Jews. The media were carrying out their propaganda. They said the Jew people in Germany, they were selling fake products. They are charlatan, they sell snake oil, they are greedy. The way they say the Igbo man is also money we love. They did the same thing during the time in Germany when the Jews were on their sojourn in Germany. They said the Jews, they were greedy. They were selling fake products. They were selling expired goods. And that they were duping the Germans. The same thing they did to the Biafrans or the Igbos, to be more specific, when it comes to business. They gave a dog a bad name just to hang it. It happened in Germany. That was why they were able to succeed in carrying out the Holocaust, where people were being killed. Jews were being pointed out by their so-called neighbors. Those they lived with as their neighbors, those they were doing buying and selling with them, those that were transacting with them, those that they assumed they are together in their community. To an extent, even when the Jews were hiding in some houses, people will go there and point out the house that there is a Jewish man hiding in that German house. For the fact that the Hitler government succeeded in dehumanizing the Jews, in making the populace to see them as a people that should be hunted and hated, a parasite, and the rest of them. Once they succeeded in doing that, taking the life of the Jews, creating the Holocaust became so easy. So today, I want my sister here, Ayisha Yesufu, to understand that yes, there is a so-called election taking place in Edo State. That's one aspect. That's a secondary aspect. The primary aspect is they know that the Biafrans we are about to leave. They know we're about to leave that zoo called Nigeria. We are packing our load, our businesses, our people. our properties, we are moving to the land of Biafra. They know that. So what they want to do is to create this enmity between all tribes, so that what happened in 1967 to 1970 will happen again. Two things happened. First, there was no social media during that time. And the local TVs, the local television stations in that zoo called Nigeria, from 1967 to 1970, did not report the so-called war, even though we know it was a massacre. So they were massacring our children, our women, they were raping our mothers, our women, our sisters. They were buying the youths, the male youths, from the age of 12 to 17. If you look a bit strong, they will either buy you or they will bring your fingers out and they will chop off 3 of your fingers. What they call the trigger finger. If they assume this young boy can carry a gun, they will put your hand on the floor and use their machetes to cut off your fingers. That was going on, but those in Nigeria did not see it. The second thing they did was they made sure the other tribes saw the Biafrans as the aggressors. Remember, in 1966, when Kaduna Nziogo and his colleagues, they carried out the coup, they turned around and they blamed the Igbo tribe. They say it was the Igbos that conducted or carried out that coup. So once they did that, they planted the seed of enmity on the other tribes to assume that the Igbos are the problems. We were the problem. We were the ones designed to destroy Nigeria, as they said. So that game they played then, it was a blueprint that Britain has told the Tinubu government to carry out again. Which is why he's doing what he's doing. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Edo State is attacking the Biafrans. Bini attacking the Biafrans. When last did we have an argument? Talk less of something that will lead to this extent. You tell me. To the Yorubas. Igbo attacking Yoruba, Yoruba attacking Igbos. When last did we see this? I thought we know the enemy. I thought there was a mutual understanding between the Igbos and the Yorubas. In the 11th hour, things have turned around. Afenifere that were in support, they knew the problem, but Tinubu went there and he changed. He somehow, took off the real leader of Afenifere. And suddenly the old man who has retired, the other old man who has retired was brought back to be the spokesperson. The same game is about to happen now, my sister. Ayisha Yusuf, I understand to you, you might assume it's politics, but I think going forward, I'll be sparring with you intellectually back and forth so that, we can try to realign your thought of frame, the way you see things, the way you reason. I would like to realign it a little bit so you will see that it's not just politics. It's not just politics. My fellow Biafrans, let us sit back and relax and hear what our sister Ayisha Yusuf has to say with what is happening so far in that so-called Nigeria as it relates to our sister Amaka and also the rivalry between the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Edo and the rest of them. If you are ready, let's go there. Listen.
Hello everyone.
Okay.
So.
Now so.
Hey, when it's politics, there's nothing that you will not see. And there's no length that it seems these old politicians, this old political class will not go to destroy whatever it is that they are going to destroy just for politics. So, just recently, there has been this, this bigotry and hate speeches and whatever.
Yes.
You understand? From seeing it, you know that this is something that is orchestrated. I think some people are coming out to just put out a narrative that, Igbos are attacking Edo people. So it started with, there was one space that they did, some people came in, and there was even this thing that was done. Someone that had checked the people that were on that space that were saying they were Igbos. Some of them were not Igbos. They were other tribes, and they could link them to, I just don't want to mention any tribe here.
Yes, my sister, you did well. That was my video where I broke it down. I also demonstrated live on air. When we went to Facebook, we checked everything out. We saw that name, that surname, Ehizele. It came from somewhere, my sister. So you did well. You were referring to my video. I was able to prove to the whole world that the name Ehizele is an Isha name, not an Igbo name, as they said. I don't care where my sister is from. She's still a Biafran. But to call a spade, when I saw Ehizele on her TikTok page, I had to do my research. And my research led me to Isan in Edo State. Let's continue.
They were other this thing that were trying to form, you know, like just like me now. For a lot of people, like when I started, a lot of people thought that I was Hausa. I speak Hausa like a native. You understand? I was born and brought up in Kanu. Hypeword Kanu, Giraman Kanu, Hausa Kamar Jakar Kanu. There is even Hausa where I know where person will be Asa no even know.
Yeah.
You understand? There's things about this thing. So if I had wanted to pretend, I can easily pretend.
God bless this girl. God bless Ayisha Yesufu. She just explained exactly what I was trying to say. She could have easily come out and say she's from Kanu. Look at, speak her language. People would now say, hey, na Kanu, get that. But she said no. She came out and she was plain and told us where she came from. To call a spade. Even when I heard Ayisha for the first time, I thought she was from the north. So exactly what she just said here is what happened to our sister, AMAKA, Ehizele. To call a spade. Even though I love her as a Biafran, but we need to call a spade. Let's continue.
Hey, that reminds me of someone who said that he was the one that broke the news that I'm from Edo. I say me, where they carry my Edo for head like this. Anyway, that's story for another day. So if I can decide to now be impersonating Hausa. I speak like a native. You would think this is a native speaking, but not really, right?
Can you believe it?
Native speaking, but not really, right? So there was that whole thing, and then that's when they now did the space. The next thing, they were insulting Oba of Bini. They were for Edo people, eh? So when I say Edo people now, I'm not saying Edo State. So there are people called Edo, which is the people from Bini region. So the name of the state, there are this thing that was put as the name of the state.
Okay.
So you have people like that from Edo. I'm Afema, you understand? From Edo State, I'm Afema. There's AISHA. There's AISHA, there's other this thing like that. And so when for the people that are Edo, for the Edo people, for the Bini people, let me put it that way, you dare not touch their Oba. For them, their Oba of Bini is like on another level. For us, so there are two Obas in that region. There's Oba of Benin and Oba of Agbede. So I'm from Agbede. So these were the two like big this thing. My own people, like in Edo State, they always say two no make Agbede short. My own people, when white people came, the second school in that whole region the first one was in Benin, the second one was
in
Agbede. Is it 18 something? The first.
Listen to the history here now. She'll give us some history of what happened in Edo. Please listen. Good history here.
We didn't fight with the whites and all of that. It was, and sure that I don't want to go into history, but that prominence. But it's just that the Agbede people were more like conservative. They didn't want people. According to they didn't want anybody to spoil their women. So most of the development that were coming in, they refused to collect them. They were like, oh, give them to Awuchi and the rest. And so that's up to today. You hear it saying in Edo State, I too no make Agbede short. So back to what I was saying. So if you know the Reverend, they are Oba of Benin, you understand? In the whole of Nigeria, I think that's one tribe that where their Oba, their king, really have so much power and they respect him so much. Anything the Oba does. So if you insult Oba of Benin, definitely Edo people, we be infuriated. That's the Benin people I'm talking about now. And so all of a sudden there was a space that was done. This space, they brought this space out and they started insulting the Oba of Benin. There was even, I'm not going to put it here because I try not to promote when I see all of this, bigotry and hatred and whatever. I don't even talk about it. I think this is the second time because I did it yesterday. I had to do a video looking at what the NIDCOM the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabri are doing, and the State House of Representatives all of a sudden are doing about another lady who had done bigotry, against Edo and Yoruba in Kanu.
Amaka.
So she, as a retaliation of the bigotry you are doing against my people, Igbos, and all of that. And so that was when I talked about it. Otherwise, all this while, I refuse to talk about it because I refuse to promote such things. But sitting down, so they came and then they even had to put a ball of Bini and put a pig face. It's so disgusting. I don't even talking about it. I feel so disgusted, honestly. So I just looked at those things and everything.
Hold it, myself. Hold it there. To call a spade. You see, we the Biafrans, we don't even know this history you're talking about. We don't even know how they hold their Oba to a very high esteem. Someone like me, a historian, I don't even know how those from Edo, the real hardcore Benin, how they hold their Oba to a very high esteem. So whoever did those things is somebody that knows the importance or the level of influence that the Oba of Benin has on the people of Edo. You see, for the Biafrans, we are so busy with business and money. We don't have time. Our culture is that the Igbos no get king. No. We don't have king. We believe in a more of, more like a social way of doing things. Not one man telling us what to do. Not we bowing down to one man. It's not in our, culture. We believe in a democratic way where minority will have their say and majority will have their way. That's why we used to have, you see the age grade, their forum, the youths having their forums where they would discuss something, then they, the umuna, they would discuss something, then take it to the elders and tell the elders what the youths have agreed on. The idea of for Edo State, the Oba is someone that is held in a very high esteem, so we now plan to attack the Oba. That tells you it did not come from us. That thing you saw on social media, it did not come from the Biafrans. It was those that know the importance of the Oba that did what they did on social media. Let's continue.
You could clearly see that it was orchestrated. You could clearly see some of them wearing Igbos, but they were trying to pretend to be Igbos. And
God bless you. You could clearly see it was orchestrated. Some people that are not Igbos pretending to be Igbos. You see, when I make these videos, you people think I'm just, saying things. No. When I say for those that have ears, let them hear. The scholars, the intelligent ones around amongst you, they know the truth. Most of them, they are not Igbos. They are pretending to be Igbos. The same way me can speak a bit of Yoruba does not mean I am a Yoruba person. A real Yoruba man or woman can tell when I'm making some mistakes. This one in Yoruba no cook, he no done. The Igbo when him they speak, he no done. You see, you could always tell when someone is not really from that place. It's a borrowed tongue. He is learning a language from a foreign, perspective. Take it back. Listen to what you said. Listen. People,
Igbos, and all of that. And so that was when I talked about it. Otherwise, all this while, I refuse to talk about it because I refuse to promote such things. But sitting down, so they came and then they even had to put a ball of Bini and put a pig face. It's so disgusting. I don't even talking about it. I feel so disgusted, honestly. So I just looked at those things and everything. So you could clearly see that it was orchestrated. You could clearly see some of them wearing Igbos, but they were trying to pretend to be Igbos and say that, Igbos. You could see they were trying to pitch a fight. They were trying to pitch Edo people and Igbo people. But I know some few Edo people fell for the scam and all of that. But most of them were like, I beg you. And this time people body.
Hold on there. Some few Edo people fell for the scam. That's why I said whoever orchestrated what they did, those behind the master plan to pitch the Igbos against the Edo people, the Benin people, I mean, because she's now telling us, say, okay, the king of Oba or the Oba, whatever, that it is the Edo people, the real Benin people that hold him to a very high esteem. So the people that know that history say, the people from Edo, they hold their Oba on a very high pedestal. It means say he is above all. He is their, they respect him on a very high level. Those that know the secret, those that can speak our Igbo to a very high level or to an extent, now them can say, okay, to create this problem, to create this enmity between the Igbos and the Edo, because it came from nowhere. There is no need to have that, quagmire, that argument, that conflict. There was no need. It came from somewhere. So those, when Sabi speak a bit of the Igbo to an extent, and they know the history of the Oba, say the Benin people, they love their Oba. Now them can come the forum, can speak Igbo to insult the Oba. So me now, when I came in with my analytical mind, I can't look the stakeholders when they involved. One of the stakeholders, to call a spade, is our sister Amaka, that they call Ai and Anambra. So I said, okay, let me do a forensic analysis on her TikTok page. And I went deeper when I now saw her main name, the art name, at Ehizele 123. I then went deeper into the etymology of that name. Where did that name come from? The origin of Ehizele. When I went deeper, I went to Facebook, what they call the Facebook. Because most of you on Facebook, I keep telling you, when you put your real name there, your picture there, your date of birth there, your address there, where you work there, your birthday there, your email there, your phone number there, somebody can easily go into there and they will impersonate you. They will steal your data. The FBI, they use it. The MI5, they use it. The CIT, they use, even the DSS, they go in there to harvest data of people. If you're wise, don't use your real name on Facebook. Don't use your date of birth on Facebook, because when they say happy birthday to John, happy birthday to Jane, it means I now know John was born on this day. Jane was born on this day. That is how they harvest your data. Your email is there. Your phone number is there. Your real name. Oh my God, you guys need to understand. They will, in the Western world, they will impersonate you. So all I had to do was go and check the information. Ehizele. And I saw the name. I did a mapping of that zoo called Nigeria, the old states of Nigeria. I did a mapping, map, to map out the various places in that zoo called Nigeria. Which people use that name more? When I did the mapping, it was coming around Edo State more. 95% of them were from Edo State. 3% Delta State. And 2% from the Yoruba side. Because some people from the Yoruba are from that place as well. Marriage or otherwise. So that was how I knew the state our sister came from. I now went deeper. When I went deeper on Facebook, it was showing Ishan, Esan, Ishan. That was what I did. But to the layman, to the deaf, dumb, and blind, when they see them speaking Igbo on those platforms, they will say the Igbos are attacking Benin people. Nigerian government, you guys are not smart enough. We saw the game you guys played. You guys are not smart enough. Let's continue.
Bringing some nonsense or whatever. So for me, it was the general, propaganda trying to deflect from what is happening in the society. But just here, between yesterday and today, I started thinking, what if that thing is not what it is? And then there was a comment that someone did in my comment section in one of the videos that I posted on YouTube, and he was like, oh, there's a political undertone to all of this. I'm like, it makes sense. Edo State is going for an election in the next few weeks, right?
Okay.
On the 21st of, I think, in the next 3 weeks, in 3 weeks precisely.
Listen.
On the 21st of September.
Listen.
Edo, they are going to do their election.
Listen.
Election. And we have a candidate. Labour Party is on the ticket. Olumide Akpata. By the way, that's my candidate. Olumide Akpata. We need to vote people who go do Jackie work. People who want work.
Listen.
They work, not the ones that are controlled by godfathers. People who say they craze. If you they craze, we go show craze. They craze for good work. Now those kind of people will go and vote into office. And Olumide Akpata fit that thing well. And so there's Olumide Akpata of Labour Party. And guess what? Most times they tend to, and who is the de facto leader of Labour Party? Peter Obi, right? And so most times they're trying to do this thing that, oh, Labour Party is an Igbo party, is like whatever. Labour Party is not an Igbo party. Obedient is not an Igbo.
May God bless this girl. Oh my God, this woman. May God bless her. She's re-echoing all what I said in that video. To call a spade. When I saw the name Anambra, I said, the Anambra there, why? When you know, say, Anambra is now synonymous to Peter Obi. Even in Lagos, when they are insulting the Igbos, they say, go back to your Anambra. Your Anambra is this, your Anambra is that. It is synonymous to Peter Obi. Anambra is synonymous to Peter Obi. So what she's saying here now, even Labour Party now, the psychology that because they were shocked how that the party did in that Zoo election. So now it is synonymous to Peter Obi. They must paint it as an Igbo party in order to create enmity. Do you not get it? That's the game they're playing. Continue.
Media movement is not an Igbo structure. It's a Nigerian structure of people who are tired of the hardship in the country, who are tired of bad governance, who are tired of all the nonsense.
Okay, my sister, at this point, I will have to end it here. I can see, you are speaking more of politics. This channel, this platform, in no way is affiliated with the zoo for politics. Our slogan here is give what belongs to Nigeria, and to Biafra to Biafra. Give what belongs to Nigeria, and to Biafra. For those who believe in politics in Nigeria, we say, allow the dead to bury the dead. So with all due respect, my sister, I understand, the point I wanted from you is what you've just mentioned. That we have nothing to do with that nonsense happening between the Edo and the Igbo, the Yoruba and the Igbo. I see what they are doing. That is the trademark of Tinubu, Jagaban. That's what he does. We know him. So at this point, my people, you have just heard somebody that have vindicated by our Prime Minister when he spoke out and he wrote to the Canadian government. And we thank God our sister right now, who is a Biafran. Amaka is a Biafran. Amaka Ihezele, she is free and she has no case to answer. That's the main point. But for the stupid ones out there who are saying, oh, this thing is the Igbo and the Yoruba and Igbo, Delta, all those things, Edo State, it's a game, it's a ploy to make you hate a people that are there to help liberate you. In most cases, those coming to liberate you, you might see them as the problem. That is what the government want to do against us, the Biafrans. In your Bible, it was done to Jesus to an extent where even, people came out, Herod came out or so and said, look, Pontius Pilate said, I present to you Jesus Christ or Barnabas. One of them is a terrorist, a highway robber, he's a criminal, he's a murderer, he has stolen from you. And this other person, he's just saying he is the king of the Jews. Whom should I free? Because the people, they have a poisonous mind. They've been poisoned in their mind. They said King Herod, or what's his name again, keeps on, Pontius Pilate should free Barnabas. And he said, but this man here, Jesus, has done no wrong. He said, free Barnabas and crucify Jesus. That's what they want to do to the Biafrans. They know our freedom is coming from the 2nd of December. The Nigerian government, they know that. So now they cannot just sit idle and wait till the 2nd of December. So they are doing what they have to do to poison the mind of those who believe in one Nigeria against the Biafrans. And the best way to do it is to say, okay, those who are closer, those who were part of the eastern region before of the Biafrans, it is time to poison their mind. I rest my case. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. You all know the truth, but you pretend. To the Yorubas, you know the truth, but you pretend. Edo, we have no problem with you. Go and sin no more. Live your lifestyle. Take care of your own government, your people. We, the Biafrans, were living from the 2nd of December. So we say, go and sin no more. I love you. Bye-bye.
I am angry. I am angry at Nigeria. I am angry at this government which seems to be letting us down. I am angry at us as a people. I am angry at my people in Igbo. Because
Yes.
if they have refused you, why are you refusing yourself? Stop complaining and do it for yourself. We've always been able to do that. Everybody follows the line and gets done what needs to be done. Let me tell you about Ndibo. Ndibo are wonderful people. Let me tell you about Ndibo. Ndibo are resilient. Let me tell you about Ndibo. Ndibo are people with integrity, with conscience, with a feeling of humanity that they can reach out wherever they are and contribute something to that society and not care that they're not even from there. I am a proud Igbo woman. And if there's anything you know about me as I walk into a place, know that there's nothing you can do to me in this country to bow my head. I will not do it. I am my father's daughter. I am my mother's daughter. But at the same time, you talk about never again. But go ahead. We will not succumb. We will not bow. We are children of God. We are here for a purpose. God has put us on this good earth for that purpose. You cannot drive us to the sea. You cannot tell us to shut up and take the pain that you are inflicting on us, abuse us on top of it. Listen, if you don't want us, then let us go. Thank you.
Hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko, hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko. Kaige na nke bishop na 5 akola. Iye ne uwe mube ferab kola ko. Wambu na fona wa unlio. Kaige na nke bishop na 5 akola. Hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko, hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko, hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko, hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko. Kaige na nke bishop na 5 akola. Iye ne uwe mube efe makola ko. Wambo na fona wa unlio. Kaige na mke bishop na 5 akola. Hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko, hiyokoko, hiyoko, hiyokoko.